Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and in today's video we're going to be looking at Shiba Inu. But we're not just going to be looking at the price chart. We're going to be looking at what is Shiba Inu holding for 2022. But I'm also going to go in depth to let people know and to educate people that probably don't know or they do 10 key facts about the Shiba Inu token and why I think it's going to get a bit more momentum in 2022. Everyone is just saying it's a meme coin or it's a hype coin, but I think Shiba Inu is a bit more than that. So before I start today's awesome video, I have to say that anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, we all know this bit. This bad boy is here for your educational purposes only. So I'm going to jump into tell you all about Shiba Inu and some key factors that I think you should know before investing into the token and what you should see Shiba Inu doing in 2022. Again, just my thoughts, not financial advice. But before I do that, I just want to have a quick look at the crypto market as a whole and give you some information on the Bitcoin price chart. Boom. So as you can see here, the crypto market cap is standing at just over 1.8 trillion with a 24-hour volume of over 90 million. This is the Bitcoin dominance of 42.1%, but this is still quite good for a crypto market that's supposed to be in bust and not boom. But as you can see, yes, we have got in the past 24 hours, small slivers hopes of green coming into the market because Bitcoin did get rejected at them lower 40,000 marks and shot up to over 42,000. But we are still seeing a sea of red on the past 7 days, which is no surprising with given where the fear and greed index is at the moment, which we will have a look at. But for me, there is signs of hope. And this is because if you have a look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, which I'm not sure if many of you know, this is where the kind of buy, sell, hold, run for your life kind of data charts within the Bitcoin rainbow. And as you can see here, way back, obviously in the glory days of January last year, where everything was basically a fire sale, buy, you can see we're not at the point where the blow off tops that we had in 14 and 17, where it says maximum bubble territory, you must sell everything. We are still trending in a still cheap area. And although it is going down, it is still trending in this kind of lightish green bar here, which for me does indicate a good strong possibility to buy the dip. I mean, you don't just use this on its own, but this with the price chart and the technical analysis and the news and what you genuinely believe from your own research, for me is an indicator that it is, like it says, still cheap. And it is borderline in a territory of accumulate. Now, if we jump into the Bitcoin chart, you can see where I was talking yesterday in my video with this trend line here with Bitcoin taking a bounce, and yes, it did shoot below this, but you can see this trend line that I've had in now for probably the most part of this month. You can see that it did get rejected to the accurately perfect line here and shot up to over 42,000. Now with this going to over 42,000, you will get a few people, you know, trading at support with the buy at support and the sell at resistance. But still here in this area here where it did shoot up to over 42, it is taking a little bit retracement down to this support line that I've had in for some time now. So well back even before the beginning of January, because I thought this support line would be the one where it did get hit on this channel here. And this is just me from technical analysis all the way back to this kind of area of resistance where we had the big drop at the beginning of December. So the reason I put my support line, you might think, well, that's a bit lower, is because as you know on this channel and what I say, I want to front run a lot of things. So for me, the Bitcoin is still bouncing and holding a strong support. A, in this line, and B, when it does go back up, it smashes through this support very nicely. So all in all, I think Bitcoin is still trending sideways and being a bit boring, but we are not seeing these panic stations, sell off everything, you know, get rid of crypto and turn your back on it forever kind of dips at the moment. For me, with this low volume here, it is still in a sideways trend and something that I'm not overly worried about, because even if you think about where Bitcoin was at this time last year, you can see when it was last 40,000, it was extreme greed. The market was booming. We was all thinking Bitcoin is hit 40k. We're laughing. We're to the moon. You know, fear and greed's 90. And if we go to look at where fear and greed is now, where we're seeing Bitcoin just literally 1 year later, and fear and greed is bang, literally at the other end of the scale at 10. You could not make this up. And everyone's like, Bitcoin's over, Bitcoin's panicking, because we've been blessed with the luxury of Bitcoin being in such a high place in the high 60s and tracing back down to the 40 levels of where it was last year. Now, obviously, if you've hodled Bitcoin, you're not going to have made that much money from January till now, unless you was buying and selling the dips with support and doing some trading in. Bitcoin will be a good value overall, but if you're looking at your portfolio today, as of last January, Bitcoin is not going to have moved that much. So with that being said, and all that information, and with the chart being where it is on the Rainer thing, I'm not that panic stations yet. But the main crust of the video is I want to talk about Shiba Inu. I just wanted to give you that sort of opium-free kind of honest view on where I see the crypto market at the moment, backed up by the charts, data, and technical analysis. But for those that are the Shiba Inu fans, I've not forgot you. Here it is. Let's jump into the Shiba Inu token. Boom. So as you can see, Shiba Inu is actually making a bit of a recovery today. It has been tanking pretty much for the last couple of days. Like Bitcoin, you can see here, it went down really low, made a little bit of a recovery, went sideways, but now we're starting to see the green. Now, popular to the belief, if this really is a main token that is just not worth anything, I wouldn't see it having, you know, quite a bit of a relief or so many people confident in this token in the market. Now, I'm not saying you should buy Shiba, and I'm not saying that Shiba is the best thing, but what I'm saying is that I think this token now is firmly cemented itself more than just a meme token. But let's see these 10 fundamentals that you need to know about Shiba before you invest in. So I hope you can see them okay, but I'm going to read through them anyway. So number one is it's a speculative asset, and that means that Shiba Inu was launched as a direct competitor to Dogecoin as a joke. But both Shiba Inu and Dogecoin come under the category of the meme coin, but you know all about that. So people that obviously don't take that in, but the majority know about that. Shiba Inu is also a token and it's not a coin, which means Shiba Inu is built on someone else's blockchain, as coins have their own blockchains. It is known as by the Shiba army as the Dogecoin killer, and Shiba Inu's official website listed its SHIB as a Dogecoin killer for a long time. I don't know if everyone knows that. Also, like Bitcoin, it's got an anonymous founder. Shiba Inu was created anonymously under the, obviously. Also, it's a multi-token ecosystem. Now, this means it has multiple tokens attached to it. It has the Shiba Inu as its main token, SHIB, then it has leash token, and it also has bone token. And obviously, there's some other stuff coming out pretty soon on the SHIB platform. Also, Shiba Inu supports DeFi products. Shiba Inu supports smart contracts, allowing users to lend and stake them, earning passive income and having a form of recurring fees, which is really good. And a lot of people like that because they like to stake something and get rewarded back for being a hodler. Also, the token is Elon Musk driven. Cryptocurrency that's supported by Elon Musk is like getting a certified blue tick. Elon Musk and his tweets massive potential, making it a breakthrough for cryptocurrency. And although Elon Musk is a main Dogecoin holder, I can see him transferring to Shiba Inu pretty soon. Also, it's a utility-driven ecosystem. Despite popular belief that the main coin like Shibas are solely driven by hype and sentiment, the ecosystem actually supports a number of useful utilities. It's got NFTs, DeFi platform, and it has its own Shiba swap. And soon, I don't know if a lot of you know this, it's also going to have its own layer 2 protocol in Shibarium, which will add utilities, lower exchange fees, and allow you to do transactions with the SHIB token. Also, it is Vitalik connection. As you know, Vitalik had a massive stake in SHIB coin. He was famously known for giving away 50% of his stake, I think, to India or somewhere like that, But here's an interest. The creator of Shiba Inu sent 50% of the SHIB token to the Ethereum co-founder free of charge. Can you imagine that? And how much SHIB is worth now? And 50% went to him free of charge. Man, what a present that was. On a bit of a downside, it is a volatile penny cryptocurrency. Now, penny currencies are what was famously got the Wolf of Wall Street his big money to start with. He was Ponzi scheming penny stocks. But for me, Shiba Inu has cemented itself now, so we can clearly see it's out the woods of a Ponzi scheme. But investing in cryptocurrencies is still risky and they have a volatile nature. And obviously with the lack of regulation, not just Shiba Inu, but all the meme coins and dodgy altcoins do pose their own additional challenges. So what does that mean about Shibcoin? Well, I put a conclusion here with the year of Shiba Inu in 2021 was absolutely phenomenal. In the space of like 7 months, it firmly cemented itself on the map. And with its token technicals and its use case specific aspects, SHIB will keep growing and obviously it will start getting more competitive. But these are just 10 points that I wanted you to be aware of, that I've read into, that want to make you a bit ahead of the game if you truly are going to invest in Shiba Inu coin. Again, I hope you found them 10 insights really useful, and I hope it's giving you a bit better insight and step in the right direction to gain more knowledge on SHIB. But before I leave you, I am just going to look at SHIB's price chart action to see where SHIB is now and where I think the support and resistance is. So let's jump straight into SHIB and have a look. So as you can see, SHIB is pretty much following the Bitcoin pattern. It's having a big downtrend. It hit its support line and is having a bit of a relief rally to the upside. But for me, judging by this price chart action back here in the 20th December, and obviously the crash on the 4th of December, and where Shiba Inu found its pretty much candle body support, this for me now is SHIB's trading channel. So for me, I would want to trade off support and resistance. I'd want to buy at support, look at resistance. If it gets rejected, I'd probably sell and then buy again if it comes back to support. Or if not, what I would do is wait for it to break through there, make a at least a 4-hour candle confirmation that it is turning that resistance into support, and then start dollar costing averaging in. Because if we do see SHIB pump and we do have that blow off alt season, as we said we're all looking to the better part of this season, from where Shiba Inu is now to where its all-time high was, you're looking at a massive 226%. Now for me, this is an absolute game changer of a gain. If we do have that blow off alt season and SHIB puts in a new all-time high and it gets just that 1 or 2 tweets behind Elon Musk or behind it, you are going to look at some exponential gains. So for me, like I said, the money I sold in Dogecoin probably transfer into Shiba Inu around, for me, what I think is its bottom. If you have a look at all this price chart action here back in October after this big rally when it supported, these are the kind of bottom level that it's looking at now. Is just pretty much the same as it was back in the beginning of October. So for me, you are getting these at a bit of a price. Now, if Bitcoin decides to be a bit of an idiot and drop down, we could see low levels drop down to around about this level here of 2086. But for me, that would mean Bitcoin would have to absolutely tank, which I personally don't think it's going to do. Now, if you want to be quickly tell this, if you want to be super safe and trade Shiba Inu, you see the 200-day and 50 moving day average crossed over here on the 8th of December and went into a downtrend. You could wait for these to cross again and go into an uptrend and then use that as your indicator. But for me, I'd want to front run it a lot earlier than that and get into Shiba Inu around these prices here, because I don't think at the moment, unless Bitcoin tanks, you're going to get at a bit of a lower price other than a scammy wick down to, like I say, if you want to front run a candle at 20, maybe front run it around about 2195, you could get pretty lucky and get yourself in. But if you have a look here, it's all oversold on the cross. And if we look at the volume spread analysis, there isn't that much volume going on where people are trying to sell off that much now. So I think the people that have got SHIB at the minute are holding. So I hope you found all this information super useful and informative. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe bar and tickle that bell notification. And also, if you want to find out my price chart action pretty much before these videos come out, follow me on TikTok Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Telegram. I do post all the stuff there. TikTok first, followed by Instagram, are the main two platforms when you get this pretty much as I'm looking at it on the charts, and you can just then get a little bit ahead of the game. But also let me know in the comments below if you prefer Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. For me, I'm tipping towards more Shiba Inu at this moment in time. But as always on Crypto Ripto, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.